Hello coders, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at your your second practice problems, but on practice sheet 1, technically by name, for the Prefix Infix Postfix, and the assignment is found here. You should have already turned in your solutions to the first opening practice, and then you could check your work there. And here's practice 2, so this is going to be our solution set for practice 2. All right, so let's take a look, and we click on it in here. You can see in here, you're going to complete the entire worksheet this time, but it's only one practice sheet, and then turn that back into me. All right, so you will have access to this video once you've turned that in and completed and attempted it. Go back as you're watching this video, have your worksheet and your work available to double check your work and just to see if problems now are making sense. All right, or you're getting them all correct. And if you're not, we want to make sure we pay close attention to why, so we can fix that before you go into the last one, which is 2 worksheets all paired up, which is just kind of cleanup activity for the prefix, infix, postfix activity stuff. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to open this in Cami, and there it is. All right. So again, at the end, I'll have this whole thing posted out, and I'll be able to work with you on this. So the whole worksheet itself goes down through 8 questions. We're going to start with question number 1, and think as you're doing these. So let's process this a little bit and go from there. So in problem number 1, it's the directions are asking which of the following are valid prefix or postfix expressions. So just to give you a heads up, you think they could be prefix and postfix at the same time? Hopefully you answered no to that. And the reason is because if you're looking for to evaluate this like a computer would, if it's understanding to look at prefix, then it better have the command first, then number. But if the command is at the back, can't evaluate that at all because it'll never see a command number and therefore be an error, which is how the computer knows you mistyped something for syntax errors because it's converting everything into the prefix or postfix conversion that the compiler is requesting. Anyway, that's another story for an advanced topics day. Anyway, let's take a look at numbers or letters A through E and see which are valid for which case. So as we're looking through here, right now I see the operators are at the end, so I'm going to hopefully see if this is postfix. So in postfix, I see number, sign. All right, so that now will be a number. And then I'll have number, sign. So therefore, that one is going to work for postfix. All right, so that is a good one. All right, this one has symbols in the front. So let's take a look. So we're going to see if it tests for prefix. So if we evaluate that, that gives us a value. Then we come up here, and we also have this giving us a value. And now the subtraction of A and the BC, that gives us a value. The adding of this whole pink part and the D gives us a value. And then the multiplication of this whole piece with this whole piece will give us a value. So therefore, that is a valid one. So that is prefix. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Again, operators in the front, so we're hoping for prefix. Let's divide EF, so that takes care of those. But now we're going to multiply something with, we are missing something. So there's something missing here. Put a question mark in there. So this is neither. So this is not going to work. So this would be invalid. All right. Right away, I don't need to go any further. I don't need to test the rest of it, even though you say, well, this works and that works and that works. But the multiplication is in the wrong spot. So I would be still wanting to take this whole thing, probably maybe multiply here. Maybe when they were converting it, they forgot to do one multiplication. Who knows what happened? But the way it is written, it is not valid. Okay. Letter D. All right. Let's see. Well, we got operators at the back. So I'm going to hope this is postfix, but the problem is here again, that takes care of postfix. But now I have this plus sign. Can't A with what? Nothing out here. So that's a problem. And then we have this piece here. So it looks like, again, that plus sign needs to come over here to make it valid. Okay, so this would be, again, invalid. Right. And the last one, definitely neither. That is infix. I'll even put infix notation. Multiply first, then, obviously that's a regular standard form. So that is not valid. It's invalid, but it's infix, so I just wrote infix. All right, converting the following to prefix. So in problem number 2, following your order of operations, what do you need to do first? Well, parentheses always get done first. So we're going to do that first. So we have plus xy. Right, so that takes care of this piece. And now we're going to take that divided by p. So that divided by P. And then once we have that divided by P, then we want to multiply by Q. So multiply that by Q. Put the Q in the back. And as we looked at in the first set of video sets, yes, the letters are going to be in the same order. X, Y, P, Q, X, Y, P, Q. You see that they land out properly. All right. Number 3, this is an evaluation. All right. So in this particular problem, they have A is 1, B is 3, C is 2, D is 4. Not to get confused because B and C kind of swap there a little bit. Do a little thing just to kind of keep our brain fresh. We don't keep it like B is 2 and C is 3. That would be too easy, right? Our brains might fall asleep on some of this. Anyway, so as we evaluate, let's see what numbers we get. All right. I'm hoping I have enough space here. So this is definitely a prefix. I can see the operators in the front. See, it even says prefix there. So operator times 2 and A. So A is 1, so that gets me 2. All right. What else can I do on the first pass through here? Operator, here we go. I can do B squared. So B squared is going to be 9. And also in the first pass, I can do this one. Adding B and C together gets me 5. Okay. Let's do second pass. Plus 2D. D is 4. So the plus 2D is going to get me 6. Plus 9A. Plus 9A. A is 1, so therefore that's going to be 10. And that's it for that pass. So we go through again. Divide 6. Well, that's a small problem because that's not going to work. That comes division signs next. So divide 10, 5. I can do that. So divide 10, 5 is 2. And next pass, divide 6, 2. Right. Divide 6, 2. And that's going to be 3. And it seems like we've got an extra symbol out front when doing this problem. So at this point, I'm going to leave it at 3. After this video is done recording, I'll come back and double check my work and maybe have to come back and give you an addendum video. All right. All right. So anyway, number 4, all right, convert the following expression into postfix. My guess is I might have missed something in there, but we'll see. All right. Convert the following expression to postfix, converting first. So the parentheses are first. So B, C with a plus. And then left to right multiplication. So 3 times A is first. So 3A times. And we're going to take the 3A and divide it with the BC. So we're going to divide those two. So that takes care of all of that. And now we're going to multiply by A. So we're going to take that and multiply all of that times A. Put the multiplication in the back. Takes care of that. Now we're going to take all of that and subtract B. So B and put a minus to subtract the two parts. All right, cool. Number 5, which of the following are valid? Postfix. So any of these that are prefix looking are out. So real quick, that one's gone. This one's gone. The rest have a shot. So let's take a look. Postfix. That's going to go through there and then multiply the two pieces by C. So that one checks out. That's going to go through here. That's good. That's going to go through there. That's good. I'm going to divide this with E. Then I subtract all of that with F. The problem is that becomes invalid. We have that is still stuck. And last but not least, EF plus DEF plus times. The C is going to combine it with all of that with the plus. The B is going to get combined with a plus with all of that. And the A divided by all of that. So that works out good. So that one checks out. So A and E are our valid pieces for that one. All right. So let's take a look here and see here. Scroll this down a little bit. All right. Convert the following expression into postfix. So if I convert to postfix, order of operations. No parentheses this time. So powers. So yep, I got a power in the front, A2. So it's postfix, right? So A2 with power. All right, so that takes care of that. Then multiplication division, left, right. So we're going to do this times B first. So that times B. And that'll take care of this. But at the same time, I got C divided by D. So I still have CD the division, and then I'm going to turn around and take that and multiply by e right away. So on the same fail swoop going left to right. Now I'm going to take those two parts, the first part and the second part, and I'm going to subtract the two. So there's that. All right, number 7. All right, convert the prefix, parentheses first. So let's see, plus BD minus CE. And now, parentheses are done. I'm going to go left to right. So be careful here. The first thing that gets done is A times this quantity. So then I'm going to do A times all of that. I'll take all of this then after it's multiplied and divide by this. So divide all of that by the subtraction of CE. So in essence, this whole piece, just to give you a heads up, all of that turns out to be in the numerator because of order of operations. When you write it in inline notation, all right, you have to follow what the inline tells me to do. All right. All right. Evaluate the following postfix. So here's our last problem of the set. And then let's see here. Postfix 1, 2, 3. So here we are doing 1, 2, 3. So those two multiply together gets me 6. A, C added together, so that's 1 and 3 makes 4. All right, and now we have an A. I'm just going to rewrite it since I have extra space just to kind of not have to do my lines like I was doing up above. I could do A6 plus, so that should get me 7. So that's 7. 4 minus C plus. 7 minus 4, I can do that now and get me 3C plus. And C, since C is 3, this should get me 6 when all said and done. All right, so I'm going to pause the video here. If there needs to go back and do a correction on the last one, I will. If not, you'll see me come back and I'll tell you it's all good. All right, let me go back. All right, as I suspected, I knew something was a little wrong there because I didn't think my worksheet was incorrect. I missed the letter C in there as I was going through this. So we're going to do it again real quick here at the end of the video. So times 2A is going to get you the 2. Okay. And then we have the power B2, that's going to get you the 9. Plus BC is still going to get you 5. Okay. Second pass, this is where I made my mistake. Add 2 and 2 gets me 4. Okay. And then adding, where is it? It's adding where's adding 9 and 1. There with the A gets me 10. All right, then I'll be able to divide the 10 by 5, which gets me 2. And then I'll also be able to divide the 4. And here's where you get something different. 4 divided by D, which is 4, which gets me 1. And then I'm going to subtract 1 and 2, which gets me a value of negative 1. So there is the correct solution for number 3. I apologize for that in the middle of the video. Okay, so that answer should be negative 1. All right. Thank you for bearing with me on that, and hopefully it didn't throw you off your game. I told you I'd come back at the end and give you a correction if it was needed. So hence it's in blue. All right. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or follow-up points you want to meet with me, send me an email, and we can either discuss through email, text, or Schoology text, and or video. Chat through Zoom. All right. Thank you much.